Hey guys, and welcome to the DPG podcast, a podcast where we interview top level executives inside leading and growing companies in the beauty and e commerce industry. Excited to have our guest today, Mayank Kumar. We'll be diving into his story and a little bit about what his company does and some engaging insights into the beauty and e commerce industry. So
Thank you so much.
I'll go ahead and kick it off to you, Mayank. Could you please introduce yourself and tell a quick snippet of your story and your background prior to working at Tangent AI?
Of course, thank you so much for inviting me. Happy to be here. As we chatted before, I am part of Tangent AI, and we are AI and a data platform for beauty brands, and beauty industry. Right? We have been doing it since well 3 or 4 years now, and pretty set into our ways and pretty um, lucky to be working with many clients that we have, and yeah, aiming to build the best AI and data platform for beauty brands. That is our vision. Yeah.
Awesome. And so, how did you get into the beauty and e-commerce industry? And what is about your job or industry that you're passionate about?
Of course. So, when we were thinking of starting this company about 4 years or 5 years back, we thought that we will build a generative AI solution. We'll build a, generative AI is a term which is very popular nowadays, but around 4 to 5 years back, when we started on it, it seemed very different, and we heard a lot from investors and from clients that this will never work, right? So around 5 years back, we were working on generative AI platform, where we were approaching e-commerce brand, including beauty brands, about how we can use AI to auto generate their catalogs and their ad campaigns and marketing campaigns. Of course, now we know that it was a little bit early from both technology perspective and market readiness perspective, right? So, but while we were pitching to lots of beauty and fashion brands, what they told us is that, way more important for them is just knowing who their shoppers are, or getting to learn and know their shoppers, right? So then we, based on this feedback and couple of early brands who were very kind to bet on us, we built a platform called the Selfie Quiz platform, which is our main platform, which is now how we built 3.5 years back. And now we're lucky that thousands of brands all over the world are using us to know their shoppers better, to know what they're looking for, and then to recommend products or tailor experiences, build personalized experiences on top of that. Right.
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much for sharing this. And so, um, based on your experience and what you see in the industry, because you're working with a lot of companies, what are the current trends in the market that you are aware of? What winds are blowing? What are you noticing?
So, 2, 3 years back, when the whole lockdown thing happened and the offline retail took a big hit, right? That was the time that offline retail took a big hit. We saw this trend of wholesalers and beauty brands whose major business was through retail or through distribution. They all wanted to go online, right? They all wanted to build a customer facing experience and brand so that shoppers can buy directly from them rather than through distributors or retailers. So over last couple of years, what has happened is lots of, in our industry at least, lots of distributors and brands, they have set up their own storefront. And that is why, for one reason, for instance, how Shopify has grown so fast over the last few years. So that has, of course, benefited companies like us because, like if it's a beauty brand who wants to engage with new shoppers, we are one of the tools through which they engage with the new shoppers, right? Other trend that we are seeing a lot is everybody wants to own customer data, especially with new changes in iOS pushed by Apple with GDPR and CCPA. Third party data sharing has become uh, uh, much harder and have to jump through many more hoops, right? So all the beauty brands, what they want is, hey, we want to own our shoppers' data, we want to own their email addresses, we want to know how our shoppers are, what they're looking for, and based on that, maybe launch new experiences and new products, right? So rather than like maybe 10 years back, many brands and retailers, they were banking on third party data tools. They were like, okay, Facebook and Google, they know about the shoppers, let them manage whatever they know about shoppers, right? Or Amazon, they know about shoppers and they will sell and ship. But now all the brands, they have to know about their own shoppers, right? They have to collect the data and manage the data, and that is an effort, right? So these are the two trends. Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for sharing this. Now, I would love to learn more a little bit about your company. And so, could you tell me about your company and what products and services are over at Tangent
Of
AI?
course. So we are like a first party data platform for D2C brands and majorly focused on beauty and fashion. And so what we do is that whenever a new shopper may come to our client's website, which is a brand's website or a mobile app or an online experience, we help our clients engage those shoppers through our platform, uh, onboard those shoppers to their online platform, and then help shoppers figure out what to buy, help shoppers discover the products and discover what to buy. And we call our platform Selfie Quiz. So if you Google Selfie Quiz and any brand or D2C brand that may come up, that will be our platform, right? So what happens is that shoppers, they take a selfie, right? And based on the selfie, we figure out their demographic details, we figure out their skin attributes and hair attributes. All of this is very, very, very useful for beauty brands, right? So beauty brands can know, okay, the shoppers have these skin concerns, shoppers have this hair concerns. This is what shoppers are looking to buy, right? And hence tailor product recommendation, remarketing campaigns, email campaigns, everything according to the data that we collect. Um, of course, our platform integrates with the CDPs like Insiders, Klaviyo, uh, with ad platforms like Meta, TikTok, and with e-commerce platforms like Shopify, Magento. So we collect and send data. So we collect data when shoppers onboarding, and then we use and send that data to all the different marketing tools that our clients may be using. I hope that helps.
Yeah, definitely. And so, I feel like you kind of touched upon this already, but I really want to give you the chance to dive into this topic. So, what unique value do Tangent AI products and services bring to your customers?
So I like to say that if you're a beauty brand, if you're running a beauty brand, uh, and so many, like most of the beauty brands, they build a following on Instagram, they build a following on TikTok, or they have an existing business through offline channels, and they are growing or aiming to grow online, right? And if you are such a beauty brand, we are the only AI tool available to them right out of the box, right? So we have like a we are integrated, we are certified by Shopify, and we are Shopify partners and Klaviyo partners, which is used by 70% of beauty brands, right? So ours is the only AI tool for beauty brands which they can plug and play and ready to start on day zero, right? There are a couple of similar tools similar to us, but that means for using them, you'll need to hire a developer, you need to uh, do the whole deployment, which may be a couple of months of process, right? So I like to say that in our market of uh, beauty brands, that includes skincare, cosmetics, and hair care, uh, because of our focus, we do not focus anywhere else because of our focus, right, on D2C beauty brands. uh, we are the only out of box solutions uh, that our brands use, and that's why we have been lucky that we get a couple of new brands using us every day.
Okay, well, thank you so much for sharing this. And because you have such a comprehensive offer, What are some of the challenges of being the CEO at Tangent AI? What do the day-to-day challenges look like for you?
So, yeah, so I mean, I enjoy it and I love it, so I won't call them challenges. But every day it's busy. Either with we are busy. I'm on a personal level busy chatting with clients and chatting with team, figuring out how we can improve our product, how we can improve our services, and hiring and partnerships. So hiring would be, of course, sometimes we need more help on customer success. Sometimes we'll need more help on AI or tech, which we have a pretty good team of. Partnerships is also something we are focusing on. For instance, we have many agency partners and we have many offline partners who are like who can help get us more clients, who can help uh, improve our services, right? So that's my whole day. It's pretty predictable. I know that I'll be chatting with 5 clients today, I'll be chatting with my team today, and I'll be following up on partnerships. That's it. And hiring. Yeah.
Okay. And so, what type of mindset would you say is needed to be a successful CEO?
uh, I'll tell you after 5 years. Right. So, but on a serious note, I mean, right now, just keep, keep grinding and keep working. Show up every day. That's most important, right? Have to be 10 minutes before whenever you're needed in office every day. That's most important. And second is that whenever a client mails, calls, you better pick up the phone. That's it. That's my top priorities.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for sharing this. And so, your your offer is based off data. So, in your experience, how does data really influence decision making and strategies in the beauty industry?
So, like many of our clients, there are a couple of obvious use cases, right? So, the many of our clients, like they are running ad campaigns, they are running remarketing campaigns based on the data that we are collecting, right? So, we help our clients know that their shoppers are, say, from 30 to 40 years old, and this is the kind of issues they're facing. This is the kind of time they want to spend every day using your products, right? And hence, this is the kind of products or routines or kit that you should sell to them. Now, they use that data to personalize ad campaigns, remarketing campaigns, email campaigns, SMS campaigns, anything and everything which touches the customer, right? So, assumption of customer is that if a brand is reaching out to them, it is something personalized. It is something that that it's not a mass marketing email. It is something personalized that the brand knows them, that the brand kind of has figured out what the shopper is looking for, and the offering is something very, very personalized for them, right? That is first. But second, how we are helping our clients using the data is we know the trends of the market. We know that what kind of products shoppers are looking for, but they're not really able to find, right? So many of our brands have launched new products based on the market trends that our data has collected, right? So they know, okay, fragrance is something which is very high margin and clients are looking for based on the data. So that's a new product line, right? Uh, some of our clients figure out, okay, which zip code and which cities should they market in more because there may be more demand for their products in that market where they're not focusing on much. So yeah, data is like the operating system, and based on which different kind of new product launches, new geographies, new pricing strategies, new remarketing campaigns. It's from our client side. There's enough data. It's just the how much you can focus and how much bandwidth we have in a day to use that data as much as we can, if that makes sense.
Yeah, definitely. And so, what would you say are the challenges that your clients sometimes encounter in leveraging this data to grow as a company? And yeah,
Challenges you said, right?
yeah,
Okay. So challenge would be. There are many things, right? So one thing is that nowadays I know that D2C e-commerce, they are going through bit of a rough phase because there are some issues in Meta ad campaigns that is happening. There is a churning happening because of Apple iOS 14.5 launch, which has reduced the performance of their ad campaigns, right? So that is like one of the top three priorities of any e-commerce brand you will talk to, right? Um, and other challenges, yeah, that is the biggest challenge that our clients are facing, right? What was the other question, please?
Yeah, it's challenges in leveraging the data they have um,
In using the data,
for
right?
their.
Okay. So one is that the data is in different silos. So like data, there will be email engagement and email attribution data in Klaviyo. I'm giving an example. Um, Ad performance data in Meta, order data along with some basic ground truth data in Shopify. Now, how do you merge all those data and make it actionable? And that's an evergreen problem. That has been a problem since last 10 years, 12 years, right? You can always make it more actionable. You can always clean your data. You can always leverage that data to run better campaigns or launch new services and offerings, right? So, and frankly, like D2C brands, they run a tight ship, as all of us should, right? And so it's always a matter of prioritization. Like our tool is the first step. We help them collect all the data, as much data as they can about the shoppers. And now, then over next 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, slowly and slowly, they use more and more features that we have built and developed, so that they can get more and more utility out of the our feature set.
Okay, awesome. Well, thank you so much for sharing this. And now I'm curious to learn about what are the future projects for Tangent AI? What is your vision for the next 12 months?
Right. Okay. So what we are as the last question, right? So our platform or product is all about collecting data of the shoppers, right? We take photo of the shopper, we analyze the photo, we extract all the demographic and skin hair attributes. We ask them selfie quiz, so we ask them about the kind of products they're looking for, the lifestyle they have, the how much time they want to spend, what kind of pricing money they want to spend, etc., etc. Right now, all the data that we are collecting from tens of thousands of shoppers every day, right, for all the different brands, right? Now, each brand, now that we have that data, our vision is that using that data, can we build new kind of propensity models? Can we build new kind of predictive AI models to help our clients know, okay, these are the shoppers who have a very high probability of becoming your loyal uh, customers. And these are the shoppers who are just exploring, but there's a very low chance that they will become your loyal customers, right? So that is an example. So using, as I said before, using our the data that we have collecting, uh, we can personalize their chatbots, we can personalize their email campaigns, we can personalize their storefront. All of that we can do, but we have to uh, develop all these features, right? So this is making the data actionable. That is our vision for next 12 months, to summarize.
Okay, awesome. Well, thank you so much for sharing this. And now I have a last question. It's a loaded one, but I like to ask it. I think it's a good one to kind of wrap things up. What are some of the most important things you've learned in your career?
Well, yeah, it's a loaded question. Right. So, as I said before, right, like when you asked another question, similar question before, right? So, most important is to show up every day, to be visible, to be at the front. Whenever there's a problem, there will be a problem every month, right? You have to be upfront, you have to be visible, uh, you have to be predictable, in the sense that you're always there, you are reactive, you are proactive, and so we are like our team's whole culture is we work. Our aim is to work very well with each other. We are all pretty. We aim to be very frank and very open about where we are stuck, where we are working, and we are, as I mentioned, show up every day. That is the 90% of work. 10% is, it doesn't matter, right? Show up every day and keep typing and keep grinding, and that's it. Something will happen.
Well, thank you so much for sharing this, and thank you so much for coming on the podcast. Now, for the people that are listening or watching and that want to reach out to you, where can they find you?
Sure. So our website is tangent.ai, uh, which which is pretty basic and kind of shows 20% of what we do, but that's the best place for any beauty brands or marketplaces to reach out to us and just to explore what we are doing.
Okay, awesome. So I'll put the link in the description of the podcast. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Take care.